and welcome to Inside the Hoop. This is going to be a fun show. As we told you last week, you know, we've got Ginger that's out on the road for Kimberbell at trade shows right now. So we thought we'd bring in a special guest today. And you all know and love her, Jenny Lyman. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. It's fun to be here.
Oh my goodness. It's always a blast when you come onto any kind of set here at Kimberbell. We sure love you.
Thanks, guys.
And of course, welcome Deanna Linley as well.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Always my little sidekick, right?
That's right.
Oh my goodness. So Jenny, for those of you who don't know you yet, why don't you go ahead and tell our audience a little bit about yourself and what you do at Kimberbell?
Well, how far back do I go? Do I go to my birthday?
Yes.
I was born on a spring morning. Actually, it was the afternoon, 1974 in Logan, Utah. No.
You just dated yourself, Jenny.
That's okay. Where all the compliments start coming in. Oh, you don't look old enough to have been born in 1974.
Yes. No, really. I don't know what to say. I like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain. No, just kidding. I am just a happy Kimberbell employee. I love coming to work. I love doing my job, and then I love going home and doing my real job, which is to be a mom and a wife.
Yeah.
So I'm busy raising my kids right now. I've got a high schooler and a middle schooler, and they keep me hopping.
Yeah.
That age
they keep me hopping.
They do.
So anyway, a little about me. I just love to write. I enjoy simple things in life, like walking my dog and just find a lot of joy in
riding her
like
trike. Right?
I do, guys. Yes. I have a tricycle.
She's been known to ride it all the way to work.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Well, I don't live very far away.
You don't have to tell them that.
Okay, I live 30 miles away, and it's uphill.
Yeah. Both ways.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I'm just the kind of gal that I find a lot of joy in simple things. I love to clean my house.
Yeah.
That does bring joy, doesn't it?
It does. I love to read a good book, especially if it's in a bath.
Yeah.
I like a little chocolate now and then. I'm just a regular girl.
Yeah. Well, when I've introduced you before, like on What's New Wednesday, I will often say things like, she could be your best friend next door, kind of thing. And so I think that's what you get when
you should
get
all move
Jenny.
next door to me.
There you go.
I have a great neighborhood.
Well, and Jenny is one of those very thoughtful people.
Thanks,
Yeah. So Jenny, you're best known for a few things here at Kimberbell, right?
Yes, absolutely. So Jenny is known for her words. She does a lot of the writing that we have. She is very good at words just on the spot.
Oh,
Maybe someday we'll be able to show you her talent.
Yeah.
And then also, some of you may know Jenny from a little video that we created here at Kimberbell called Clear Blue Tiles. If you haven't seen that, we're going to link that in the show notes. But today, we thought it would be fun to show you the blooper reel.
Oh, wow. There were a lot of bloopers.
Jenny, nothing says welcome to the show like a good old blooper reel. Am I right?
I can do bloopers really well. I am really good at messing up. I should have put that in my bio.
They're always the favorite. The bloopers are always a bigger hit than the actual video, don't you think?
Yeah.
Sure.
So let's go ahead and take a look at that blooper reel.
Okay.
Shot one.
Tell me what's going on today.
Well, what's going on is we're experiencing the joy of creativity in song and dance and full-on silly.
I'll do it. Yeah, backwards. Nothing.
Good offer. Let's do it again. I'm now here. This is where I am.
Jen,
Or do you want this one?
coming closer. Yes.
I did shower. And then done. Yeah. You're like, this way.
This is highly specialized equipment made specifically for this assignment.
That's moving on its own.
Let's go. Exercises will work with clear blue top. Bye. You look so small down there.
Exercises will work with clear blue top. I forgot the word. Good job, guys. We're
we're moving on.
This is the life.
This is the life.
Push me around all the time, Trina. Faster, faster.
Good. Off. Yeah.
Oh, we love that, Jenny. That was fun to watch.
Oh,
Thank you for allowing us to share such a thing. But you know, I've told you this before, and that is, you are one brave soul. You know, getting up there, singing and dancing, all the things that she does, it's quite brave. And so I got to thinking that leads us to a really good get to know you question. So to get to know you, our audience, chime in with an answer to this. What is something that has taken you out of your comfort zone? That, what Jenny just did, would absolutely terrify me. Go ahead and type in the comments so we can get to know you a little bit better. What is taking you out of your comfort zone? What do you guys have to say for that?
I'll tell you what. Anything athletic
Oh, yes.
takes me so far out of my comfort zone. I can't even see my comfort zone. Like ask me to play volleyball, and I will have a full-on panic.
Does
because
this mean you're not going to join the Kimberbell softball
heck,
team?
no.
No. Me neither.
There is no
I make
way.
a great cheerleader though.
Yeah.
See, oh
I
yeah,
can
for
cheer with the
sure,
best
all
of
day
them.
long. But boy, volleyball.
What about you, Deanna?
I don't step out of my comfort zone very often.
Yeah.
I was thinking, like,
You're
as
game for
saying that,
anything.
I am. I'm up for just about anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm used to making a fool out of myself, so just bring it on.
Yeah.
You've never made a fool out of yourself.
I constantly
Day in
do.
your life.
I constantly do.
I'll tell you what, wearing bright orange is out of my comfort zone.
But you rock it. It is so pretty.
Now, if you guys could see my closet, it is black, dark black, charcoal gray, light gray, and jet black. I mean,
Mine
that's
was
my
like
thing.
tan, cream, and then every once in a while I have this bright green, bright pink. But
Yeah.
I cannot pull off orange.
I don't know. Michaela, she's moderating the comments right now. What are people saying takes them out of their comfort zone?
We've got quite a few people saying that speaking in front of crowds.
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm. And then
A lot of people think that I'm okay with speaking in front of crowds or doing a show like this, but I'm telling you, my heart beats a mile a minute leading right up to it. And
That's what I was going to
through
say.
it.
I'm nervous until I get started. And then I'm like, okay, we're fine.
That's me too.
Yeah.
Yes.
What
Same
else,
with me.
Michaela?
Lisa here says that doing fringe took her out of her comfort zone.
Good for you for doing it, Lisa.
Yeah.
I know. Bravo.
A new
Yeah.
technique can be overwhelming.
I love that when people like step outside of what they're used to doing with machine embroidery and try
Yes.
something new, like
Yes.
fringe. Anything else, Michaela?
Heights.
Ooh.
Oh,
Heights is another big one.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Oh, flying.
Flying?
Flying terrifies
Really?
me. I do it because I like to go places, but it's
You
a
have to
white
do some
knuckler.
deep breaths.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, Deanna, what are we going to be talking about today?
Okay, so today, you may be wondering what we're going to talk about today, just like him. In case you missed last week, I was able to show you the apron that I finished using clear blue tiles and did that hem along the border to give to my daughter-in-law. My son and she just got married this last spring, and it'll be their first Thanksgiving together, so I wanted to give them a little something special, or her a little something special for the holidays. Well, this week we're going to talk about another way that we do quilting here at Kimberbell. It's called the block by block method. Kim, do you want to share with us what you did this week?
Sure, you bet. Well, yeah, I wanted to show you last week, of course, how to do the block by block method. And, we did that. And it's a great, type of quilting we do here at Kimberbell. But then I wanted to take it one step further and actually show you how to take that same single block, the block by block method, and turn it into something new like a mug rug. Now, the block by block method works really well for Kimberbell types of quilts because we want to have our background quilting behind the applique. And it also eliminates our batting in the seam, so there's no extra bulk. So that's why we love that type of method. But what could you do if you just use that one method on that one block and turn it into something different? Let's take a look. Well, there it is. Isn't it fun? Now, this may look kind of an odd size right now because it hasn't been trimmed down. But once you trim it to the size that you want, which in this case is a 4.5 by 6.5 inch size, then you're going to see that there will be no batting inside your seams. And then when you go to sew this to the next block and the next block, there's going to be no extra bulk because of those extra steps with block by block quilting. Now you've just learned how to do background quilting using the block by block method from Kimberbell. But what if you wanted to take something like this and turn it into something like maybe a pincushion or maybe a mug rug? Here's a few examples that I have here for you. See, we took the background quilting of these trees and just put an envelope style closure on it, and there we have the cutest little mug rug. This one, I decided, you know what, let's do a little cupcake design and make it into a pincushion. So there you see the background quilting of all those fun little baubles, and then I put an envelope closure in the machine to finish it off. I'm going to stuff it with some walnut litter, maybe a little bit of stuffing, and now I'll have the cutest little pincushion. Or how about a little bit larger of a mug rug? Take that same block by block design, and within the machine itself, after it's all done and quilted, you're going to put on an envelope closure. So how do you do the envelope closure? What's the math formula? How do you do it on the machine so that you don't have to take it to your sewing machine? Stay tuned. I'm going to show you just how to do it and how easy it is. All right, so here's my quick, easy, no fuss, no muss math formula for knowing what size to cut your envelope closure for any style of block. Now, this is an unfinished block at 4.5 by 6.5 inches, right? What I like to do is I like to cut 2 additional pieces of fabric where the width is 1 inch larger and the length is 2 inches larger. So for a 4.5 by 6.5 inch block, I'm going to cut 2 pieces of fabric where the one side is 1 inch longer, making it 5.5 inches, and the other side is 2 inches longer, making it 8.5 inches, right? So a 4.5 by 6.5 now becomes 2 pieces for your envelope closure of a 5.5 by 8.5. See what I did there? Added 1 inch to the width, added 2 inches to the length. Then you take those 2 pieces of fabric, fold them in half with the wrong sides together, and now you'll be able to overlap them. There you go, overlap them in your machine. Let me show you how easy it's done. Okay, so you've just finished your embroidery design, and now you want to do an envelope closure on your machine as well. So I took my 2 pieces of fabric that I folded and pressed, and I want to put the folded side towards the center. Okay, again, you just want to make sure that it covers the outside edges. All right, and now I'm going to take my second piece, and again with the fold towards the center, I'm going to overlap those about a 1/2 inch or so. All right, so now that those are overlapping, again on the top of your design, I'm going to take a piece of paper tape and place it all the way across that fold. Now I'm going to take a couple of other pieces and just on each side place that down so it doesn't shift. All right, the reason why you want your tape here, of course, is because the needle is going to slide across that center section and you don't want it to flip up over your fabric. Now here's the fun little trick. You've actually already stitched out your full design. You just did the background quilting design, but you want to do another step to add that envelope closure so that you can make it into some kind of finished project. Well, what you want to do is actually go back to the design you just did, skip to step 2. Yes, step 2, that was originally the tack down line for your batting. Well, here's my little secret. If you do step 2, it's going to still go around that same line that you want 2 different times, and you've never had to take it to your sewing machine. Let's do it. So I'm going to go to my button that allows me to go forward or go backwards in my steps. And now I want to shift this so that I find step 2 again. There it is, step 2 of 5. That's the one I want to do. That's the only one I need right now to finish this project off with a little envelope style closure. Now as I do this, you're going to notice that it stitches around twice, and that's going to finish this off perfectly to make a cute little mug rug. All right, we did it. Now all you have to do is trim this about 1/4 of an inch around all 4 sides and turn it right side out through that envelope style closure, and you've got the cutest little mug rug. Now this is a little bit extra fabric. I was a little generous with that number just because I wanted to keep the math simple. If you want to lessen it by 1/2 inch, you really could do that. You won't have much waste either way. It's just very minimal, but either way, you just want to make sure that that outer line is fully covered, and to do that, I just like to go up 1 inch on one side and a couple of inches on the other, since we're folding that. All right, now I've done all four sides, and now I'm just going to just trim my corners up a little bit, just again to prevent a little bit of bulk there. And then we'll turn it inside out. Okay, can't wait to see what it looks like. Let's take off that paper tape. And voila! Let's turn it inside out. Poke out those corners, give it a good little pressing with some steam, and you've got the cutest little mug rug ready to go. Look at these sweet little mug rugs. You can do them in all sizes. Even this larger one, I did it as a 6x8. They're so darn cute and so quick and easy to make. Join me next week because I'm going to show you how I've added a little extra design to these background quilting projects and made it into more fun little things like a Christmas ornament. Join us next week. Bye-bye.
Kim,
Yeah.
you're gonna make us wait till next week.
Oh, you bet I am.
We love a
You
good
bet I
cliffhanger
am.
around
That's
here.
right. Why not?
Oh, fine.
Well,
I'll tune in next
I'll
week.
tell you what, it's going to take a few extra steps to make that ornament, and I want to make sure we get it just right and we have enough time to go over it. So, yeah, tune in next week,
It'll
and
be
I'll,
worth it.
I will.
and we'll also be adding a design to the background quilting, which adds in a few extra things too. So, tune in next week. There you have it. But would you like to take a look
Yes,
at the mug
definitely.
rugs?
Look
There
Oh
you
my
can
goodness,
see they
these
can
are
they
so cute.
you can do them in all sizes. This one I used the 4x6 size, and it just makes it perfect for a little mug,
cute.
right? And then with that envelope closure that you did all on your embroidery machine, you didn't ever have to take it to the sewing machine, which I
I know.
love.
I love those in the hoop projects.
Yes, yeah. So if you're interested in any of these background quilting designs, this one is the mitten design. We'll put the link in the notes here. But yeah, as you can see, it's all finished off and makes the cutest little mug rug. And then we also have the cute little snowman design, and then the trees. All the links will be in the notes. Yeah.
So fun.
Perfect.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Kim.
you bet.
So Jenny, one of the many reasons that we wanted to have you on the show today is because you recently wrote a blog on several of the projects that you can do in a 4x4 hoop. So we
I
would
did.
like you to explain a little bit about what prompted that blog and where our viewers can find that.
Okay, sure. So I had been on the Kimberbells and Fellas Facebook group, and I had seen that a lady had purchased a machine that had a 4x4 hoop capacity, and I thought, good for you. That is so exciting. And yes, other people might have a bigger hoop, but by no means is a 4x4, not something to
Lesser than,
celebrate, because
right?
there is so much you can do on a 4x4 hoop. And I thought, dang, I better write a blog post about this, because I started researching, like, what can you do on a 4x4 hoop? And I found that you can do a whole lot.
Yeah,
There are several
absolutely.
things.
A whole lot. And I thought, it's time to just, let's inspire people with what you can do on a 4x4 hoop. As a matter of fact, I started thinking about it, and I thought, well, what kind of machine embroidery do I do? And I thought, boy, probably 80 to 90% of it is a small project like that can fit in a 4x4.
We were talking earlier, and you said because of the stage of life that you're in right now, that is what you can do, right?
Yes, that's what I can do. I mean, the feature quilts are wonderful, and I love them, and they're amazing, and maybe someday, but I am like in the stage of life right now where I need something fast.
Yeah.
I need something now. I need to be able just to take an hour or two and just whip something out and then be done and move on my way and have something like, it's usually a gift that I'm looking to make.
I love that. I think a lot of people out there could relate to that too. Just kind of, you want to see it from start to finish done in maybe an hour or two.
Yeah, that's where I'm at in my life right now.
Yeah.
So I love those small projects, and I was also surprised by how many of them I've actually done.
Yeah.
For like class parties or a teacher gift, or somebody in the neighborhood was having a hard time, so I made them a little something to go with the treat.
Well, in fact, you showed this to me earlier, and I love it. So tell us about who you made that one for.
Okay, when my son was in 3rd grade, that was 3 years ago, I made this little owl. It's a heartfelt friend for his school teacher, because she loved owls, and her whole classroom was decked out in owls. She just loved owls. And so it was that day, and I thought, oh my goodness, it's the Christmas party. I should have gotten something for Mrs. Hanson, and I didn't. What can I do? I have an hour. And I thought, wait, there is a heartfelt friend that's an owl. I think I'll just go and grab some felt and just really quickly do this on my embroidery machine. Took like 45 minutes, maybe an hour. I was done. I gave her the gift, and she was
She
just
loved it.
She did, because I knew. Well, here's the other thing. No one else was going to give that to her.
No,
I knew that it wasn't a repeat gift,
Right.
So I gave that to her, and she liked it.
And I know our
Very
viewers would agree
It
that a
is
handmade item like that just speaks volumes, doesn't
Absolutely.
it? That someone took the time for me to make something, from their heart. I love that.
Yeah, so just little things like this. This is where I'm at right now in my life.
Yeah.
And these are the kinds of things you can do in a 4x4 hoop.
Let's
So,
show some of these ornaments.
Let's do it.
These are always fun.
Yep.
And again, these can all be made in the 4x4 hoop. Another way to decorate. We showed you last week some of the nativity and some of the whimsical Christmas ones. These are some more from that set, but these are more just of the Christmassy.
Yeah.
The whimsical.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and with that, you're also learning new
Snowflakes.
techniques as well. So really,
Just show you
even on a
more. Look at
4x4
this cute
hoop.
snowman.
I love that.
Even has some glitter in
shaker
there with him.
effect.
Yeah.
I love that. So fun.
But just quick and easy. These could be used as a gift tag. There's so many things that we could do with those.
Yeah, I think oftentimes when people get into machine embroidery, their initial thought is, you know what, I'm going to get a small hoop to start with, see if I like it, play around with it. But they do it maybe with the intention of personalizing things, or making that little baby shower gift, or
Yes.
putting, a little applique on something like a onesie here. So we did that here with a few designs. I love these. Oh my
This is
goodness.
our little Kimberbell teddy bear.
Yes. Yeah, and
Bear.
that actually just is a download on the website, right? Yeah. Okay. And then this
See
one
how
right
cute
here.
he is.
Love.
You
Or
can't go
she.
wrong.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with a
Okay.
little onesie design.
And this one says Mr. Wonderful. So cute, right? And then you could put this on, a onesie. You could put it on a bib, a little blanket.
You
That
could
would
do
be
it
so
on the
darling.
bottom
Yeah,
of
for
like
sure.
some little pants or something.
Oh, yeah.
And then how about these little guys?
They're just
oh
so
my gosh.
cute. That's the other
This
thing.
could not be more precious. Look at this. This comes from our banner set, right?
Yes.
Holiday banner set for winter
Yeah.
and
Could be
Valentine's Day.
Smitten with
Yes.
snow.
And
Yes.
this actually comes, do we have the larger sizes here as well? Or we put those away? Those come in like 5 different sizes, I think.
Yeah.
But this little guy is the smallest
They're
size.
so cute, you guys. Don't you
And,
think everything miniature
honestly,
is just that
oh,
much cuter?
my
I really
goodness.
do. I really think the smaller, the
Oh
cuter.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
These are just itty bitty and as darling as can be.
These would
Yeah.
be fun to hand out with the Valentines.
Oh
for
my gosh, yes. And it would be
So
so
cute.
fun to like make a whole bunch of them and string them as a
Oh,
banner going
yes.
across your mantle.
So cute.
And we have these banners in all different themes and
Yes.
holidays.
Everything
and
you
such.
can
So,
think of.
Yeah. In fact, all of these projects, or at least the majority of them, are part of our sale going on right now at Kimberbell. That's pretty exciting.
So
We're
here's
calling
your
it
chance.
the Spooktacular
Yes.
sale. And it's just in time for everyone to get their digital downloads, their background quilting files, items from the vault, which this is
And
in
now
the vault.
that
You
it's
get it today.
starting
right
to
now.
get cooler
Yeah.
outside. It was actually snowing here in Utah this morning, you
Right.
guys. I was very disappointed.
Yeah.
But it's a good time of year that we're going to be indoors a little bit more. It gets dark a little bit earlier. It's a great time
Yeah.
to do some of these
So
fun
why
little
not
projects.
have a sale, right? So that
Yes.
goes from now until Halloween, so till October 31st, 2023. And just log into kimberbell.com, go to products, get it today, which means
Yes.
they're all downloads, and you can save even up to 50% right now on these background quilting designs. And boy, between background quilting, digital downloads, the pillows like we showed last
Vault.
week, the vault, there are so many options. You don't need a coupon code. The more you add to the cart, the deeper the discount is. So check it out when you get a chance. It's all going on right now.
So fun.
Yeah.
Well, before we end today, we always like to share a couple of tips from our viewer. And this tip today is from Sherry Brandt Kennedy. She says, I'm brand new to embroidery and Kimberbell. Bought a brand new machine as well. Jumped in and started the cup of cheer to learn. My advice, don't be afraid to jump in. And just be patient learning all of these new things. I love that
That's so
advice.
good.
Sometimes you just have to jump in with both feet and embrace it.
Yeah.
Go out of
Yep.
your comfort zone,
That's
right?
right.
That's right. And this tip comes from Julie Reitinger. I hope I said your name right. She said, don't overdo it. Work in stages and stop when you are confused, tired, or need a break. Usually, if I get to a point where I'm overwhelmed or confused, I stop and put it aside for the day and come back to it later when I have a fresh view. And I just say amen, sister, to that.
That's right.
That is the secret of life, is just, you know what?
Walk away.
Doesn't matter what it is, just walk away.
Yeah.
It always
It'll
looks
all work
better
out later.
after a good night's sleep and some food
Some
for
fresh
thought.
eyes, for sure.
And maybe a Diet Coke.
There you go. Well, Jenny, thank you so
Thank
much
you for having
me.
for being our guest
Pleasure
co-host
having you.
today.
Anytime.
Oh yeah, we'll be calling you back
Oh, yes,
for sure.
It's always a party with you guys.
Oh, well, thank you. Everyone, be sure to check out Jenny's blog, the Kimberbella, when you get a chance. We'll put a link in the notes because it's fantastic. It's full of great information for machine embroidery and just life in general. She's got some really great things to share. Thank you, Jenny.
Oh, thank you.
Now, if you enjoyed today's episode of Inside the Hoop or you learned something new, we would love it if you would share it with your friends. Thank you for doing that. It's really easy to share. Just click on the share button below this video. We just would be so very grateful. Thank you for joining us today, everyone. Keep doing what you love and keep experiencing the joy of creativity. Bye-bye.